Hello and welcome to Startup Week 2021. My name is Le Bautista. I am the CEO of Abakada Studios and also current president of the Philippine College of Criminology. I am very much privileged to be invited back for this year. This is my second year speaking for Startup Week. And my topic has been appropriately um, entitled Philippine EdTech in the New Normal. And so I'm here to give you my insights on what has happened in the last 2 years, since we're already almost going on 2 years since lockdowns and COVID 19 has changed our lives, and hoping that you'll stay with me for the next couple of minutes as I give my insights on what strategies we could deploy and we could pursue together so that we could adjust and we could adapt to the new normal. And so, as you know, that the pandemic has changed the world as we know it, and especially in the education space. Just not so long ago, we took for granted how we used to educate and how we used to teach and train people, where human interactions in face to face was, of course, just something that we used to do on a normal day to day basis. And now things like classroom um, classroom activities and classroom interactions on a face to face level cannot be anymore. We can't do any field trips, any out of the home activities at the moment. No physical education, no human touch as much as possible, and even the way that we celebrate, moving up and graduations have also been very affected. Hoping that in the next few months, that the government will ease up, but at the moment, school closure and education disruption has been our new normal in the last year or so. The COVID 19 pandemic has created a very, very huge global crisis in the education space because of this, affecting 1.6 billion learners in 190 countries worldwide. Closure of schools and other learning spaces have impacted 94% of the world's student population and up to 99% in low and lower middle income countries. In our country alone, the Philippines, a total of around 24.7 million elementary and high school students in both public and private schools were affected by the COVID pandemic, and also around more than 600 schools, private schools, have even closed in the last year and a half. Very, very dire numbers. But of course, there's always a solution to that because as a human race, we are very resilient and we are very adaptive, and nothing can really break us down, right? Part of the challenges that have arose or have risen out of the pandemic is the difficulty of teachers to adjust to a online modality. Conducting an online class is not as simple as just mimicking what you used to do in a face-to-face environment, and then moving that to a PowerPoint, or moving that to a slide presentation, and then going on a video conferencing platform with your students. We have students already complaining of too much stress and anxiety being on screen for more than 5 hours per day. This has also contributed to the challenge of conducting more effective and more efficient online classes. Of course, internet is one of the biggest issues as well in our country, together with most of our students not even being able to afford the gadgets needed so that um, they could connect online. And it's also been very difficult in how we could quiz, exam, evaluate, or assess the learning of the students, right? And just the overall management as well of the students' behavior in a virtual setting. And these are just some of the challenges that we have experienced globally, and especially because of the pandemic. And thankfully, there are a lot of companies out there that are proposing very alternative and really out of the box solutions on how we could tackle these challenges. And one of them, of course, would be our company, Abakada Studios. And so we are a company that has dedicated ourselves and we are passionate about solving problems creatively. And so our task is to help organizations successfully transition from traditional methodologies to modern, alternative, and technology based solutions. We are heavy in user experience, design thinking, and gamification strategies to make sure that you can also keep the attention of your learners while trying to keep up with the challenges that was posed by the COVID-19 pandemic, which gave way to this new normal in the education space. We are both in the US and in the Philippines. The US, through our mother company, our sister company, Tactile Studios, which is a game development company. And in the Philippines, Abakada Studios is one of the educational technology companies that are in the forefront of rallying and ensuring that both the corporate and the education space are able to cope with the challenges of the new normal. And we believe that together we can conquer whatever is thrown at us because of what this pandemic has forced us to do, which is to embrace technology, right? And then embrace new and fresh ideas when it comes to learning solutions. And what we have to also remember is that we need to deliberately design these experiences for the learners and not leave it to chance. And this is where our expertise in design, thinking, and gamification can be engineered for what you would like to accomplish for your students and our learners. And so in what is it that Abacada Studios can help you with. So we have different types of solutions, especially on how to automate, right, your business processes. So even as you try to navigate your clients, we have a CRM system. We do also finance and an accounting system right now for small to medium size companies. Therefore, we're able to support any of your finance and accounting needs all the way to any related functionalities, thereby giving you a full suite enterprise resource planning um, system comparable to what big companies work with, but for a fraction of the cost, right? We also have, we can help you automate your payroll, your HR functions. We do have a full suite school management system that could um, help you manage your students from application to enrollment all the way to graduation. And of course, in terms of their learning and their curriculum and everything that you need to manage their day to day studies, um, we also have a platform for that. And lastly, is of course, we could consult and advise you on how you can use gamification to make your education much more effective. In the education space, we have a 5 step digital transformation solution. This is based and starts with the student experience, and so we heavily advise and coach schools and corporate on how they could keep the students um, even in a 100% online environment or in distance learning, how you can still offer your services to your students. So of course the first is to ensure that your website, that you have a website first and foremost, or if you do, is that we could upgrade this and enhance it. If you need internet online marketing and social media marketing, we could also help you with that after we upgrade your website. Next to that is they could already enroll online. They can apply and register online, right? Through an enrollment and admission system. Next is that for them to ease into payment gateways like GCash, Paymaya, um, online, right? And so that if they choose to go on site or if they just want to be safer and pay online, they could do that already through an online system. After they've paid, then they will be automatically enrolled into um, a learning management system um, which will now manage their day-to-day online campus. And all of these functions will be supported in the back by an HRIS system wherein you can already track, um, you could do timekeeping, you could do payroll, you could do leave management, uh, also track the calculations for your different employees for both teaching and non-teaching, all in one system. So this is a full suite wherein everything that you need to do to manage your business and to make it more effective is already all in one place. and to give you an idea of how we are revolutionizing education through gamification, there is different strategies to do that. Okay, so gamification is a fancy word for motivation. We know that probably 20 years ago, when you find out that your kids or children or students are playing games, that this was a bad thing, right? But in today's age, gamification is already mainstream, and it is already used worldwide for different motivation exercises. In fact, the gaming industry, right, like is already turned into esports. It's already part of SEA Games. And in the last 7 years, the gaming industry has actually surpassed Hollywood and mainstream entertainment in terms of revenue. And so gamification is here to stay. And right now, in the last couple of years, gamification has been used in education and learning as well. So, just to give you some examples of how you can use game based or gamified learning in especially now in our online modality. First of all, we'd like to talk about Worldwide Fund or World Wildlife Fund, which is a very very popular um, NGO. With a panda as their mascot. And if you go now to down here, we have www.campkalikasan.com. Recently launched is a gamified learning platform, right? Their target audience here is for Filipino K to 12 students, and this was a very exciting project that Abakada did, is because aside from having information about different wildlife scenarios or conservation efforts, at the end of each article, then you're able to take check for understandings in the forms of basic standard multiple choice um, evaluation tools, or also other games such as Sudoku type games, word puzzles, in different other games that can help you further understand the articles and the content that's found in WWF. Next is a very, very interesting project that we did also this year. So, BPI Foundation approached us and asked us because, of course, everyone now, because of the pandemic, spent a lot of time at home. They did ask us if we had any idea on how we could teach financial literacy effectively, right, to both young and old and families. And so we actually pitched them a board game like Monopoly and very much online. And so this is also being promoted right now by BPI. You can download this through Google Play and iStore. You can just look for Breakthrough and see how you were able to help BPI come up with a very, very fun and effective way to teach a concept which is usually very long, drawn, or very difficult, right? Or even sometimes not so fun to learn, right? Finances and how to save. And with this way, through this board game online, it makes it now a very fun way to teach um, people of all ages. Another one is a project we did with Prudential Bank, another bank in Singapore, and also with Cartoon Network Hong Kong, is also another platform. So you could go in here, and both students, teachers, kids, and parents could go to this website, and also similar to the BPI, but pretty much different approach, because this was through educational games, is to introduce children to the basics of financial literacy, how to understand to manage a budget, and teach kids how to earn, save, spend, and donate. So again, the Chaching literacy app is also available on the Google App Store or the iStore. Okay. So thirdly, another way that you can make education activities more interesting is to use 3D virtual reality. And so this is a platform. In this case, what this was for iAcademy School, and what we did is we created a 3D virtual space where participants had their own avatars, and using virtual reality technology we provided them a 3D job fair, right? And so participants could go in live, right? And they could um, look around, look for possible jobs, and while not just looking at the Zoom or a conferencing tool, but actually going into a virtual world and being able to navigate around and walk around the virtual space. So this is also one way to to hold events and make them very engaging. And then lastly is we want to talk about this school PCCR, um, where we were able to digitally transform them from end to end. Because before the pandemic, of course, all the functions in the school were all manual, right? And there were no digital tools that they were using, but we were able to successfully transform them into a really digital school, right? Starting with a website upgrade, and then an ERP system that now manages all their business processes from finance, accounting, procurement, to warehouse management, and to all of those other processes that were important for them to keep afloat during the pandemic. Of course, they also took advantage of putting payroll computation, timekeeping, leave management, and all HR functions as well online. Then we also help them with an enrollment system online so that they could now, of course, have students just go to their website and from there go through the application period so that they could already go through the whole admissions process online without coming on site. And as they go into their classrooms and classes, then they would go into the learning management system. And aside from that, we're helping them also with some learning modules that are now gamified through 2D, 3D animation, and also um, 3D virtual reality platforms that they could use to teach and to do assessment tools, right? To check if the students have really mastered the concepts needed in their subjects, but through games, right? Or through gamification. And so we've done that for PCCR, the school. And I think the most exciting thing also that we'd like to push or to also teach people is, especially for schools in very low, low internet, low connectivity, or even zero connectivity, right? Where we can now offer an offline mode for learning. And this is through what we call our Net Zero App Connect, where we can actually connect students to the school, to each other, and create a network that can connect even the local government units, communities, and various businesses in remote areas without the use of the internet. And so this is a very exciting system and a solution for bridging the gap in terms of connectivity. But it will also be a very, very new way of integrating applications in the future without using the internet. And so we also have what we call the Abakada Learning Box. It's a cost efficient yet fully portable device that can be used as a server for remote schools or schools with low connectivity. And students and teachers can use this box that we have for both offline and online setup, and with the capability to synchronize classroom activity through a central server without the use of the internet. And so this very exciting. And so that pretty much sums up our quick overview, or our quick some of the nuggets and solutions that we could do, especially because it seems like our the pandemic. Please visit us at our um, website, which is Abakada Studios, spelled out abakadastudios.com. You can visit us and send us a message through facebook.com/abakada learning, or you can send us an email through contact us at abakadastudios.com.
This is Brittany. She's been tasked with producing the company's next big event, happening in just a few weeks. The event technology options are seemingly endless. Until she found the perfect platform to engage and delight attendees. This is Excel Events, a virtual and hybrid events platform that has all of your must-have features in one place. From connecting attendees to brand exhibitors, seamless networking functionality, and custom ticketing options, you can manage the event ecosystem all from one place. Stream your live videos right on the platform, or integrate your favorite streaming provider so speakers can focus on delivering their message, while event managers are confident about delivering their run of show. Attendees can have direct access to speakers using built-in chat features. They can have one-on-one sessions with speakers or other attendees to create an intimate networking setting. Attendees are able to connect to multiple live sessions without ever leaving the platform. Create better events with flexible agendas. Native live streaming. In-depth analytics. and lead gen management, multiple concurrent session functionality, integration with popular software solutions, learn more about Excel Events by visiting excelevents.com. Try it for free today and change the way you see events.
Your customers have bills to pay, essentials to buy, and services to hire. Make it secure, reliable, and hassle-free for them with PayMaya. PayMaya's payment solutions have you covered because now you can accept all kinds of cashless payments any way you do business, whether it's in-store, delivery, via mobile app, on your website, or even without a website. Plus, you can monitor your business growth on a single dashboard.
Nandoon ka at my lowest. Nung isa-isa na wala mga customers ko. Nung akala ko, pasara na shop ko. You gave me hope when all seemed dark and when I was lost. You encouraged me to look beyond, to go beyond, to focus on my family, friends, and blessings despite it all. Lahat yun, naitawid ko kasi nandyan ka sa tabi ko, nagpapaalala na kaya ko. So ngayon dahil sa'yo, mas matapang na ako to face any challenge. And now I realize what matters most. So thank you. Thank you for being there for me through everything. Nagbago man ang mundo, alam ko, kaya ko na harapin ang araw-araw na walang takot. Kasi you are just right by my side. And I can always count on you. Kaya salamat, ikaw talaga ang BFF ko.
Filipinos have struggled with the most essential facets of life, like health, education, livelihood, managing finances, and many more. Our country needs all the help it can get to manage its burden.
We want to maximize digital technology to provide solutions for real customer pain points. This is how 917 Ventures came to life.
The Philippines' largest corporate venture builder. We ideate, launch, accelerate, and scale new business ideas that have the potential to grow fast. Through our portfolio companies, we empower consumers and businesses to power through and emerge stronger every day, pandemic or not.
Our vision at GCash is finance for all.
Beyond financial services, GCash has become a super live app with over 51 million registered users.
Consulta MD is the largest telehealth company in the Philippines with over 1 million users.
Health Now is an integrator platform that brings health and care to every Filipino in one tap at the comfort of your homes.
With these healthcare solutions, Filipinos now have access to doctors 24/7 and get their medicines delivered on the same day.
And as we all strive to search for safer ways to go about our days, we understand how customers are starting to rely on online grocery shopping for their daily essentials. This is where PureGo comes in.
PureGo has become one of Metro Manila's top-of-mind grocery delivery services, with its best-priced grocery items from trusted brands.
Sparking a difference on EdTech, digital media, and creatives that helps brands create more meaningful connections with their customers by leveraging data and prioritizing the power of insights.
We at Rush offer an out-of-the-box solution that helps businesses start their digital transformation in the most cost-effective manner.
Rush and AdSpark's marketing, loyalty programs, and e-commerce solutions help future-proof businesses, prepare them for the surge of online shopping and transactions, and find their footing in the digital world. 917 Ventures continues to offer innovative solutions with the addition of 2 more portfolio companies. Enkiro, with its suite of artificial intelligence-powered products, and M360 with its multi-channel communications services. Our secret? We innovate for the people, not the prestige. We ideate opportunities, launch solutions, accelerate lives.
We are committed to build more ventures to further accelerate the country's digital transformation.
The future is now. The future is us. We are 917 Ventures.
Multisys Technologies Corporation is your one-stop system provider. We do advanced systems research and development, focus on evolving assets of IT systems, platforms, and software solutions. We show integrated set of programs and solutions that drive businesses nowadays. Backed by our R&D team, we are able to customize solutions according to your business requirements with speed, accuracy, and efficiency. In our efforts to help Filipinos' way of life through digital innovations and transformation, we partnered with IT companies, system contractors, government agencies, big conglomerates, small and medium enterprises, and tech startups as well. We go above and beyond partnerships. It's a teamwork, and we make sure that your business and ours grow together. We find success in every collaboration and establish meaningful connections. That's why we want to partner with you. Here at Multisys, we empower your business. Multisys is a one-stop software company. So instead of you talking to too many integrators, you'll be able to come up with a centralized and automated way of doing things. We have a team that really move like one. So they are really united. So instead of one programmer, one system approach, I think multiple programmers joining force together, they can collaborate easily. We have speed, we have accuracy, we have efficiency. I think that's the secret of the group. That's why companies love to work with us. It will be faster for them. It will be more efficient to develop and deploy a certain system. They are a designer, they are a coder or programmer, they are a systems analyst, they are a quality control expert, and they're a UI and UX expert as well. That skill is not easy to really somehow have in one programmer. Multisys can really customize the system. We can customize it according to their needs, design for their own and existing process flows. We're all racing against the clock. Priority of Multisys is to elevate the lifestyle of every Filipino by delivering automated, integrated systems to make sure that we can fast-track their operation, processes. I think it's all about how fast can you deliver a certain technology. Speed matters nowadays. Sabi nga sa Tagalog, diba, daig ng maagap ang masipag. That's why we develop futuristic systems. What we do is that we predict the future, we develop, and then the moment that we are partnered with a certain entity, we're able to show them a live system. It's not a PowerPoint presentation. It will be a prototype, it will be a working system. So this will give them an idea how to solve a problem. This will give them an idea to expedite their processes. So not only showing them a vision, but showing them a solution already. We develop end-to-end solutions for 8 industries now. And we would like to automate other industries as well. Currently, we have an end-to-end solution for information technology businesses, okay, ERPs. We have e-government solutions, healthcare, an end-to-end solution for utility, whether you are an electric company, a water utility company, a telco, or a cable utility company. We do also retail, hospitality, academe, and of course, the new one is the banking and finance. Here at Multisys, we empower your business.
There's a reason why for the last 13 years, startups overwhelmingly prefer to build on top of AWS. We have the largest number of services, making it easy for you to take on some of the biggest challenges with the smallest teams. We also have partnerships with the top VCs, accelerators, and incubators around the world, making it easier to secure your next round of funding.
I'm a solution architect with the AWS EdStart program. What we do is we work with startups in the education sector, and we help them build their services on AWS.
So We Power Tech is AWS's diversity and inclusion outreach program. The program is really twofold. One is to increase the number of underrepresented technologists within the industry, and the second is to provide a platform for them to be seen and heard.
If you're wondering how the AWS evangelism team might be able to help your startup, there are many ways. We're technically credible across our entire catalog of products, so we can help you figure out which services might be able to meaningfully impact your business. We also want to help tell your story. So if you're building something cool, we want to know about it and help spread that message to the world. So you might end up on stage at an event like AWS Summit. If you're a startup, you should also definitely check out the AWS Lofts. These are event spaces that are free to anyone with an AWS account. And you can treat them like co-working spaces, but the awesome thing about them is that we also have people like technical evangelists like myself, solutions architects that come and give hands-on technical workshops and sessions to help you learn how to more effectively utilize the AWS products and platforms that you're already building on top of.
We are a dedicated team of people that love startups, that we just want to come and help you with whatever we can, whether it be technical or business focused. We are here to help guide you and make sure that you do have a say in what's going on. We do get your feedback. We do bring that feedback to the service teams. That is what we're here for.
In this photo is a college-educated man in the middle who struggled to find meaningful work in the Philippines to support his growing family. And so when he was presented with the opportunity to work in the US, he took it. And he was separated from his wife and children for 7 years. And finally, after lots of hard work, sweat, tears, prayers, and by God's grace, all of the details worked out so that his family could be reunited again in California. And as I look back at my life, the sacrifices and intentional choices made by my parents were ones that allowed me to have the confidence and the opportunity to dream. And today, my faith and personal identity in Jesus Christ gives me the freedom to dream even bigger. Did you know that 10% of the Filipino population ends up working abroad due to lack of job opportunities here in the Philippines? That translates to thousands of mothers and fathers who are faced with a similar kind of difficult decision that my mom and dad had to make many years ago, either to stay here in the Philippines, unemployed or underemployed, but together with the family, or for one of them to go abroad with the hopes of being able to provide for a better future for the kids. And one of my big dreams is to be part of creating 10 million meaningful careers here in the Philippines in the next 30 years to help eliminate the need for families to make that same difficult decision that my parents had to make. And that's what Dream Bigger Ventures is all about. We are committed to supporting the local entrepreneurship ecosystem here in the Philippines in any way possible, while going deep with select Filipino founders, providing them whole life leadership training, tailored mentorship to help take their business to the next level, and access to values-aligned capital so that these founders can flourish in leading their own lives, their families, and their ventures. If you're a Filipino founder and you want to learn more about the ways Dream Bigger Ventures can support you on your entrepreneurial journey, I invite you to go on our website, fill out the contact form, and we will get back to you within 5 days. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
My name is John Aguilar, and I'm a serial entrepreneur based in Manila, Philippines. I've gathered a formidable cast of business and industry leaders looking to fund and support the country's post-pandemic solutions. Dennis Anthony Uy, co-founder and CEO of Converge ICT Solutions. David Almirol Jr., founder and CEO of Multisys Technologies. Rose Ong, Senior Executive Vice President and COO of Wilcon Depot. Bernard D., Visionary Mayor of Kawayan City, Isabela. And Jay Villarante, Chairman and CEO of 8 Ventures. Our goal is to find and support the new breed of heroes taking on the challenges of a post-pandemic future.
Many will try, but only a few will make it to the final pitch.
We know it's not always easy finding passion and purpose. We know sometimes you can feel more overwhelmed than inspired. But we also know that connecting people to jobs that matter really matters to you. And that's why we're here for you. We know you need top talent to build your business, so we connect you to more than 33 million eager job seekers across the region. And we know strong relationships are essential. We speak your language.
Hello JobStreet. สวัสดีค่ะ Hello JobStreet.
And provide experienced local support. We also know you want powerful data and insights to empower you and make you look smart in front of your boss. We know while hiring is never simple, our innovations and products make it easier. From delivering better value for your investment to standing out from the crowd. We've got you covered. And we know you like results. We're 2 times more successful at placing talent with employers. How do we know all this? We're your hiring expert and the #1 trusted talent partner in Asia. Start hiring with us now. We know you want to.
Here at Open Space Ventures, we believe in investing with active intelligence. We have a singular focus on Southeast Asia, and we invest in tech companies across all the different sectors. The strategy is executed by our diverse and deep regional team, as well as our active operations team. And by harnessing active intelligence, we have worked with our portfolio companies to realize bolder visions and accelerate their progress in a responsible and sustainable way. We find, build, and back game-changing companies, and that's the Open Space way.
If your business isn't online, you need to catch up and fast. PayMongo helps you accept online payments from credit cards and e-wallets, whether you're selling on social media or through your own website or app. Get started with no upfront costs. Sign up for free today. If your business isn't online, you need to catch up and fast. PayMongo helps you accept online payments from credit cards and e-wallets, whether you're selling on social media or through your own website or app. Get started with no upfront costs. Sign up for free today.
Calling all small business owners, meet Communicart, a Rappler-led initiative where small businesses can advertise on Rappler's platforms at affordable rates. Get featured on our socials, or through a listicle. How about an article? Let Rappler's discerning audience know about your business. Email us at communicart@rappler.com for more information.
UBX's goal is to make banking invisible.
by using cutting-edge technology and data to make financial services seamlessly integrated into the moments that matter for people, by digitizing financial institutions and their back-office systems to make processes more efficient, by equipping entrepreneurs with the proper tools to run their businesses and empowering them to participate in the global economy, and by leveraging on years of experience in banking and finance, logistics, real estate, and tech services. It is our mission to build safer, faster, and more customer-centric fintech solutions for a more financially inclusive tomorrow. Because at UBX, we include everyone.
QBO? QBO?
It actually just stands for Kubo, as in the Bahay Kubo. And yes, we do have our very own Bahay Kubo in our office.
Just like the Bahay Kubo, we stand for Bayanihan or teamwork. Kubo is a place where the community can come together to help ideas flourish, showcase Filipino innovation, and build great companies.
Filipino startups changing the world. That's our vision. We believe in building a globally competitive startup ecosystem right here in the Philippines. I mean, it's about time, isn't it?
But how do we do it? Let's ask Kubo President.
Kubo is the country's first venture at a physical space to help the startup ecosystem. It's a public-private sector partnership between JP Morgan Chase Foundation, Ideaspace Foundation, the Department of Trade and Industry, and the Department of Science and Technology.
Wait. Did you say public sector? The government? In the Philippines?
Yeah, and they're very supportive. We're proud to have them as a partner. We hope to inspire Filipinos to come and join and be part of this ecosystem. And we want to bring their dreams to reality. In the end, it's going to help themselves, it's going to help their employees, it will help this country.
What do we actually do?
Well, we do this, 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 and this. Whew, seriously, that was so tiring.
But you're missing one more thing. You also do this, the JP Morgan Incubation Program. Kubo picks the top startups from all over the Philippines to be part of the incubation program, where they will receive dedicated mentorship, advanced professional services, curated workshops, and assistance to exiting. External party involvements include government agencies, the Philippine Stock Exchange, and major investors. There's a potential for global exposure as well. Wow, we do a lot, don't we?
Yes, it's actually as simple as encourage collaboration, develop the community, and provide incubation. Oh gosh, we're so culit!
So, if you are interested to join our events or be part of any of our programs catered to startup development, all you have to do is
Sign up!
Sign up! Sign up!
sign up.
Sign up!
And together,
Let's build
The Philippine
Startup Community!
A lot of opportunity. Slowly but surely. Potential. Diversifying. Perfect digital storm.
energetic.
It's young and dynamic. Very promising. Exciting with an exclamation point.
Exponential.
I've heard from one of the leading partners of Golden Gate Ventures. He said that he has seen more investable startups in the last 6 months than in the last 4 years.
You see more startups today than ever before here.
There are a lot of resources available that weren't available when we started.
When we say government, we're actually talking about DOST, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Commission on Higher Education, CHED, and the other government agencies working together to make sure that our startup ecosystem will actually succeed. We have two programs under this year. The first one is called I2Tech. This is for startups with early stage prototypes. We give them assistance in product improvement, market testing, data gathering, business modeling, etc. The second is iScale, provides assistance in scaling up operations, testing of products for certification, rolling out of services. Then we also provide funds for our startups. For now, we have invested $61 million in 15 technology-based startup companies. Basically, after they do the research, they go to the Technology Business Incubator or TBI so that they will get the support needed for any startup. The QBO Innovation Hub today signals the country's first venture directed to facilitate the growth of startups and entrepreneurs.
Well, QBO in a nutshell is the Philippines' first attempt at joining the world's startup ecosystem.
QBO has been one of the centers of networking and community building in startups in the Philippines.
We offer a whole range of services to help startups grow. These include everything from classes and networking events and workshops and consultations, really all for free because we want to help startups succeed.
QBO provided a whole range of things, like printers that we can use to print our document, up to conference rooms that we can use to meet our customers and to meet our investors.
Government provides the resources so that we can help them out with the things that they're not experts in.
QBO has helped me a lot. Having a community and a place where I can come and join programs that I can learn from.
Well, QBO would not exist without the government.
That's why we partnered with DOST in this new type of program that brings together the government and the academe with the private sector to make ideas come to reality.
We believe that the young people of QBO will actually help us encourage young Filipinos to venture and start their companies locally. This is one of the goals of DOST, to create a robust entrepreneurial environment.
The Philippines has a very bright future ahead of it in terms of tech startups.
The big opportunity will come from the local conglomerates, local corporations, understanding the benefit to them.
The e-commerce market in the Philippines was about $500 million in value. They're saying in the next 10 years that it could be worth $10 to $20 billion.
That's a vision of a country full of young startups which have become large companies and employ huge numbers of Filipinos.
It's a very exciting time to be an investor in the Philippines.
Hello guys, my name is Ace Gapuz and I'm the founder of local startup Blogapalooza. Today I will be your key respondent and I wanted to talk to you guys about startups. A lot of interest about startup recently, especially with all the conversations around blockchain, cryptocurrency, sharing economy, and all these other cryptic buzzwords. But what the heck is a startup and how is it different from a regular business? Today, I went out on the streets to do a little investigating and ask random strangers about their thoughts on startups. Tara! Hi friend! Meron ka bang idea about startups?
Di ba organization?
Organization daw. Hello! Meron ka bang idea about startups?
Startups, hindi ba yun yung parang business na nagsa-start pa lang, kaya startup, di ba?
In fairness, startup, starting business. Hello! Meron ka bang idea about startups?
Wait lang. Yung ba yung
parang mga tech companies na gano'n, yung mga katulad ng Facebook or mga ano pa. Hindi ko talaga.
Iba talaga sumagot ang bagets. Laging may case study. In fairness, ha? Unfortunately, marami pa rin talagang misconceptions about startup. To summarize, a startup is a business that looks into an old problem and solves it in a new way. And because the solution is new, it needs to be tested. First, involves technology, an app, a website, software, or hardware. Second, it is scalable. It is able to be reproduced at a very fast rate. Third, it challenges the norm and probably would change the way that we live life and do things.
Cleaning Lady is a startup that provides professional, caring, and warm cleaning services to condominium dwellers. So what we do is we empower women from underprivileged communities to be part of Cleaning Lady. So we have them trained under a TESDA certified agency, and then we deploy them to our clients.
So we started this journey back in 2016, pero actually friends kami ni Fran back in college.
During the first few months of our operations, we just started with just a Facebook page, and then eventually, tsaka kami nagkaroon ng website. Actually, kaya namin tinayo yung Cleaning Lady is because we really want to empower women, especially yung mothers who are from underprivileged communities.
Chatbot PH is the biggest and the first chatbot development agency in the Philippines.
Because it's like,
what we do is we create chatbots for businesses, whether they're enterprise or they're an SME. So what we did really to start out the whole little process was when we created a prototype, not using any tech, because we didn't know how to make any chatbots at the same time. What we did was we created a presentation using Canva in order to get that done, and then we validated by pitching it to brands. For our first year, really, we didn't spend any money on marketing. And somehow, some way, people just found us. QBO was a big boon for us because it just allowed us to work at a lot of what we do without needing to pay anything. And we're surrounded with like-minded individuals and the right ecosystem, the support that open up just so many doors for us. So.
Antipara Exploration is an automated underwater mapping and analysis service. We help our clients understand and map out their underwater assets. We use cameras and sonar to scan and create 3D underwater maps. These underwater maps can be used by our clients to count, let's say, how many clams that they have in their sea ranch, or to monitor coral bleaching and other diseases underwater. We started out as a research group, and we were very, very focused with our technology. But during our startup journey, we realized that it's not about the high-tech solutions. It's more about helping our clients by solving the problem, even if it means using the most basic of things.
O diba, startups are not just all about blockchain and cryptocurrency. Siyempre, hirap intindihin ng mga yon, diba?
Ain't nobody got time for that!
In fact, some of the most amazing startups come from simple beginnings. But with the government really supporting the local startup scene now, in fact, there are places like QBO that incubates startups. There's also DOST that grants funding to the most promising founders and their ideas. Hindi na ganun kahirap mag-start ng startup. You can actually do it. If you're really interested in learning how to move your ideas forward, you can go to QBO's Basics Workshop. In the meantime, I encourage you all to think about how you can change the world with your good ideas.
Okay, are we okay?
Babalita ka daw Dami ko nang...
Ang Cambio before, isang idea lang siya talaga. Isang idea na lagi lang iniisip, hindi nagagawa. Nandoon kami sa stage na hindi namin to alam kung paano uumpisahan.
I wasn't even sure if I had the capability of launching a business or transforming that idea into a real company.
We didn't really have a very clear sense of our vision and our identity as a company and as a brand.
Idea space
was able to make us rethink of where we should be in this space, whether it's technology or as a social enterprise.
With the help of our mentors, they helped us focus on our strengths, on our core strengths. We listen to their advice and we try to follow their guidance. And now nakikita namin yung fruits nun because it's easier for us to onboard new clients and it's easier for us to serve them also.
I learned how to lead people, how to properly engage with different levels of individuals, and how to look at the business in terms of numbers.
As an individual, I feel like I've grown so much. Before, I was just very operations driven, but now I see myself as a visionary looking at other opportunities for all of our customers. And I think that brings me so much joy when I sleep at night.
The fact that the PLDT group supported us, it actually helped boost my confidence.
After our DS Space, we were introduced still to a lot of other would-be clients. More particularly, right now, we're doing our product development with Meralco and Paymaya. These are one of our key products that we think that has really great potential.
On top of these 30 paying private schools, we have around 100 public schools who are enjoying the benefits of Front Learners e-learning. Partners namin ang Department of Science and Technology, Teach for the Philippines, and then also mga CSR na mga companies like Huawei, like Samsung, and Smart. They have education advocacies.
We have engaged heavily, or at least engaged with Smart and Voyager. So for Voyager, we have been dealing with them particularly with Paymaya, since Paymaya is a distribution channel that we can use. And another one is with Smart and Smart PLDT Foundation. So actually right now we are in the process of them sponsoring us also with various tools like tablets for us to fully implement our paperless system on the ground.
Without IdeaSpace and without your support, TimeFee wouldn't be here.
Manila, the Philippines, Southeast Asia needs programs like IdeaSpace, and more startups need this kind of support.
Huwag kayong titigil. Mas kailangan kayo ng bansa natin ngayon. Marami pang mas deserving kaysa sa amin.
Without you, we won't be where we are today, and we won't be wherever we'll be in the future. So again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
One of the realizations that I have is that being a startup founder is really hard, but it's also more fulfilling. Even if it's harder, I actually am enjoying the entrepreneurial life that I have now. We had a need before and we created something. And to have that something appreciated and used by other companies, that's really very fulfilling for me.
The greatest lesson for me is to not be afraid to fail. There are a lot of entrepreneurs who had great ideas, but then again, it's either they're scared to fail or the moment they fail once, they give up. Because at the end of the day, it is only through failure that you will learn lessons to make you better. I'm Chino Atilano, and the big idea is a virtual queuing solution.